I hope you all had a refreshing lunch break. Let us now resume the next session of the seminar. It is my honor to invite our next distinguished speaker, Dr. Indranil Bhattacharya. Dr. Bhattacharya holds a BSc and MSc from Viksit Bharat University and earned his PhD from Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, Jabalpur. With over 26 years of teaching experience at institutions like B.Ed Engineering College, NIT Agartala, Acharya Prafulla Chandra College, New Barrackpur, he brings with him a wealth of academic insights. His research spans about 2 decades, primarily in the fields of molecular spectroscopy and thermoluminescence, with around 30 publications in reputed, peer-reviewed Scopus Index journals, both international and national. He is currently associated with the Department of Physics at APC College and IACS Jabalpur. Now, I warmly welcome Dr. Bhattacharya to the stage and share his valuable insights with us. Please, sir.
Thank you all. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Saurabh Mandal and Minister.
English?
Hello. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Saurabh Mandal, Director.
Research Net.
Oh, yes. Director Research Net, Mr. Indrajit Saha, Chief Operating Officer, Research Net, Principal Sir, Dr. Shobhan Duwari, and the IQC Coordinator. Hello. 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 And IQC Coordinator, Professor Bijoy Mukherjee, for inviting me and giving me the opportunity in this international seminar to deliver a talk. So before this one, I just want to okay, completed. It is okay. I have actually one single identity. That is, I'm a student. And every day, what we do actually, we just learn something. Before a few minutes back, probably you might have already got your lunch. I have also finished it, completed it. And we know it very well, we feel it very well that whenever our stomach is filled with the food, the eyelids actually come down. So it's become very much challenging to deliver a talk and to listen the talk in the second half of the seminar. So first of all, you all actually a very large number of students actually are being present here. That's why I just congratulate you all. So point is this one, that this is an automated system. Clear? This is not our learning. Next, the words. That is biogenerated automated system, that whenever our stomach is filled up with food, our eyelids actually come down. That's not learning. Nobody learns it. Next, these words are written here. What we learn actually, we use our mind or brain to learn it. Means so whenever we just see something, we just speak with someone else, or we just talk with some other persons, then some sort of data, actually some sort of informations are being sketched in form of some graphs in our mind or brain, and from that graphical presentation or that data actually we just learn something. And those data actually are used here only just plain sets. Means whenever we are students, what do we do? What we used to do in our childhood days, we used to carry the white papers in the school. Today also we do it. What we listen, what we see, we just draw the picture of this one. And if you try to erase this one, that cannot be erased or cannot be deleted forever. So some sort of impressions actually, whenever it is sketched over our mind, it stays. And in the hippocampus, those memories are called some sort of short memories, and some are very much serious, and those data actually, those information, those sketches stay permanently in our long-term memory. That is being transferred from the short-term memory to long-term memory. So this way actually, whenever we just listen something, we just collect some information, collect some data, that is being traced in our mind or brain, and we just listen, we just learn something. So we may tell this one that intelligence, next the word comes, that is intelligence. So from where we started, after taking the lunch or dinner, we will be fallen asleep. That's not learning. But some other information what we are collecting from our friends, from our neighborhoods, that one actually some informations, and that cannot be deleted. Okay, next, the word comes intelligence. What is intelligence? Obviously, it is complex, multifaceted concept, and obviously it is empirical and semi-empirical. What does it mean? Sometimes we might have some sort of idea that he is very intelligent boy. If he doesn't read at all, he can do all the things. No, this is completely a vague idea. We just carry some vague concepts. So until or unless we just listen, or we just read, or we just take some information or data into our mind, our brain cannot analyze the next one or the sixth one or seventh one. So the intelligent boy means, suppose a non-intelligent person, say he might have required 50 data, 50 informations. An intelligent boy, that means he might have do that same work by 10 informations. But he requires these. Second point, that is the semi-empirical. Semi-empirical means some sort of data or information is required, and other some sort of hypothesis and the concepts being incorporated with it. He can analyze the new sixth one. Whenever he can just do it, we can just call it that this is very intelligent boy or intelligent girl. And ultimately the point is, the boy or girl actually who learns actually from experience. We everybody learn from experience. That is very much important. So it is completely empirical or semi-empirical science. And we adapt to new situations, because in our childhood days, our father or mother or parents or some guardians actually told us or had given us some information to us, and we could analyze those things. And now we are handling our relationships with the new friends, new neighbors, new situations, new problems on the basis of those things, those concepts. So adaptability is another one new thing, new point. So ultimately, next point that is coming, that understanding and handling the abstract concepts. So some sort of define the concept and the abstract concepts. Abstract concepts means we cannot just firmly define these territories or the boundaries of the problem. But understanding the situation and handling it in proper way, that is also part of the intelligence. And obviously reasoning and solving the problems and applying knowledge to manipulate one's environment. So in some critical situation or in some sort of problematic situation, what should I do? What do I do? My mind or brain actually governs me. That is also part of intelligence. Obviously, coming to the next point, that is types of intelligence. Obviously, logical and mathematical, reasoning, numbers and logic, these are one type of intelligence. Language, reading or writing. Suppose I am just speaking with some friends, with my friends. Reading, I am কিছু বই পড়ছি. Suppose I am reading the newspaper or some books or some articles, or I am writing something. Okay? So that sort of linguistic basis, on that basis, some sort of intelligence is required. Suppose I am singing. Suppose I am singing, মানে মিউজিক আমি পছন্দ করছি, গান গাইতে ভালোবাসছি, সকালবেলা উঠে গানের রেওয়াজ করছি. So the rhythm and the tune and the tone obviously motivates us to do something. In the morning we just have listened a inaugural song very beautifully sung by the students and the teachers of this institute. Spatial, obviously visualizing in three-dimensionally. Types of intelligence, another one, that is bodily kinesthetic. Suppose the coordination, movement, playing, and theatrical performances. Suppose this sort of coordination and movement is very much important in playing. Suppose you are playing the football or cricket. At which moment what should be done? That sort of actually coordination movement is required in intelligent playing. As well as, suppose you are performing in a theatrical performance, where you will stand, in what angle you will look, in what angle you will throw your gestures, or you will just throw your voice. All these things will just put some sort of impact over the audiences. So that is also coming from the kinesthetic intelligence. Intrapersonal and interpersonal. That sort of understanding is nothing but on oneself and others. And obviously, as a whole, the naturalistic understanding, the whole nature and living things, whenever these all the things are being incorporated very intelligently in our mind, we just call that this person is very much intelligent. And one point is very important, that everybody, every human being is an important person, is an intelligent person. Might be his orientations may be different, his interest may be different. So whenever we just do that, this boy is very much intelligent, one who can do the mathematics very fast, we just tell it that he is very intelligent. And one who cannot do, we just tell no, it's a completely wrong concept. So every human being, he has an important role in this society, in our country. First of all, that has to be incorporated in our mind system. Now coming to the artificial intelligence. So obviously, whenever we are coming to the artificial intelligence, the ability to mimic human cognitive functions like the problem solving, learning and decision making. So it actually helps us in those things, enhancing the mental sharpness, quick thinking. In such cases actually, these help us to enhance the mental sharpness, quick thinking as well. Next point is understanding, feeling and realization. So there is a word that is very, very useful. A student says to a teacher, if you tell me, I will forget. কেউ কারণ বই করে দেবে না, আমরা প্রত্যেককে কি করতে হবে না, আমাদেরকে আমাদের ইন্টেলিজেন্স এবং আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্সের সহযোগিতায় আমাদেরকে কি করতে হবে, যার যেখানে যেরকম কাজে ইন্টারেস্ট সেখানে তাদেরকে কি করতে হবে, ওরিয়েন্টেড হতে হবে, একটা পার্টিকুলার দিকে ওরিয়েন্টেড হতে হবে। এই ওরিয়েন্টেড হতে গেলে পরে প্যারাম্যাগনেটিক ডাইপোল মোমেন্টের মতো আমাদের প্রত্যেকেরই কিন্তু একটা করে ডাইপোল মোমেন্টস রয়েছে, কিন্তু আমাদের ওরিয়েন্টেশনস ডিফারেন্ট ইন ডিফারেন্ট ডিরেকশন। তার জন্য প্রবলেম কি হয়, একজনের ডিরেকশন ডাইপোল মোমেন্ট বাটস দ্য এফেক্ট অফ দ্য অ্যানাদার ওয়ান, অ্যাজ এ হোল সোসাইটি ডাজন্ট গেট এনিথিং। আমরা যদি সেটাকে যদি অফ করে একটা পার্টিকুলার দিকে ওরিয়েন্টেশনটাকে করতে পারি এবং সেখানে যদি আমরা ডোমেইনটাকে যদি ফর্ম করতে পারি, then it will be completely transformed into ferromagnetic material. Ferromagnetic কথাটার মানে কি, একটু প্যারাম্যাগনেটিক আর ফেরোম্যাগনেটিক ফিজিক্সের কথাবার্তা বলে ফেললাম, তো যাই হোক সেটা একটু মনে করো না, তোমরা যেহেতু আজকাল গুগল রয়েছে, what is the difference between a paramagnetic material and ferromagnetic material, একটু মানলেই যে কেউ একটু দেখতে পারবে। Obviously the magnetic susceptibility will be very high, very large. অটোমেটিক্যালি সেটাই আমরা কিন্তু আমাদের সোসাইটির হিউম্যান রিসোর্সকে আমরা সেইভাবে ইউটিলাইজ করতে চাই। আমাদের ইন্ডিয়ার এত সংখ্যক, এত আমাদের হিউম্যান রিসোর্সেস রয়েছে, ইন্টেলিজেন্ট হিউম্যান রিসোর্সেস রয়েছে, তাহলে আমরা সাফার করবো কেন? Why should we suffer? Why do we suffer? তার কারণটা আমাদের প্রবলেমটাকে খুঁজে বের করতে হবে। Obviously, next I'm coming to the digital pedagogy. Okay, I don't know how many minutes actually I will have, but if I get some more minutes, then I can continue, sir. Okay. So now coming to the digital pedagogy. So studies the design, implementation and evaluation of educational situations comprising a significant component of digital technologies as well as the necessary conditions for their implementation. And the second point is very much important in digital pedagogy, that you see not about using digital technologies for teaching, and rather
about approaching those tools from a critical pedagogical perspective. এটা কিন্তু ডাইরেক্ট আমার ভাবলে চলবে না যে এআই আসবে, নিয়ে এআই এসে সবকিছু শিখিয়ে দিয়ে চলে যাবে, সবকিছু করে দিয়ে চলে যাবে। এই ধারণাটাই ভুল ধারণা। তাহলে আমাদের কত ভয় খাওয়ার কিছু নেই। আমরা যারা টিচার রয়েছি, ছাত্র রয়েছে, আমাদের কি কোনো রোলই থাকবে না? নিশ্চয়ই থাকবে। সেই রোলটা কি? রোলটা আমাদের কিন্তু খুঁজে বের করতে হবে। তো যাই হোক, এখানে আরো অনেক ডেসক্রিপটিভ ওয়েতে বেশ কিছু পয়েন্টস এখানে রয়েছে। ডিজিটাল পেডাগোগি আমাদের কখন শুরু হয়েছিল? দ্যাট ওয়াজ স্টার্টেড থ্রু দ্য ডিস্টেন্স লার্নিং। আমেরিকাতে টিভি প্রোগ্রামস, রেডিও ব্রডকাস্টিং, ইউনিভার্সিটি, এই গুলোতে 1970s এর পর থেকে যে সমস্ত এডুকেশনাল প্রোগ্রামগুলো যেগুলো স্টার্ট হয়েছিল, সেই স্টার্টের মধ্যে দিয়ে এই জিনিসটা ধীরে ধীরে গ্র্যাজুয়ালি ডেভেলপ করেছে। আমার খুব বেশি টাইম হাতে নেই, তার জন্য আমি একটু ব্রিফ করতে হচ্ছে। তোমরা প্রত্যেকেই আজকে খুব ভালো করে জানো, সরি কিছু মনে করো না, আমি স্টুডেন্ট ছাত্র, তোমাদের সকলকে আমি তুমি বলেই অ্যাড্রেস করলাম। তো আপনারা সকলেই খুব ভালো করে ব্যাপারটা জানেন যে হার্ডওয়্যার টুলস আমাদেরকে কোথায় কোথায় কি কি রকম ভাবে সহযোগিতা করে। সেই সমস্ত নেমগুলো হচ্ছে দ্যাট ইজ ইন্টারঅ্যাক্টিভ হোয়াইট বোর্ডস, ওকে, ট্যাবলেটস এন্ড ল্যাপটপস, projectors and audio systems, document cameras, VR and AR, handset and apps, response systems, clickers that enable the real-time student feedback and engaging the during lessons. These things related to hardware, these things actually related to software and the digital resources, which is actually consistent of the the learning management system, e-books and online learning platforms, multimedia software applications, online collaboration tools, digital mapping tools, virtual assistants and productivity tools. These things আমরা জানি যে আমরা এখন আজকালকার দিনে সকলেই মোটামুটি জিনিসগুলো সম্পর্কে আমরা সব জানি, ওয়েল হিউজ জিনিসগুলো সম্পর্কে। সুতরাং next table, artificial intelligence actually refers to the ability of computer systems to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as learning, problem solving and decision making. এবং এর অ্যাপ্লিকেশন সত্যি কথা বলতে গেলে কোথায় নেই? এভরিওয়্যার। মেডিকেল বলুন, মেডিকেল সায়েন্স বলুন, এগ্রিকালচার বলুন, ট্রান্সপোর্টেশন বলুন, কমিউনিকেশন বলুন, স্পোর্টস বলুন, ফ্যাশন, এন্টারটেনমেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি, সমস্ত ক্ষেত্রে আজকে সমস্ত জায়গায় আমাদের এআই এর অ্যাপ্লিকেশন। এআই ড্রিভেন, তাহলে পেডাগজিটা ঠিক কি রকম একটু ব্রিফ করলে এতগুলো আইডিয়া। অ্যাপ্লিকেশন অফ ডেটা ড্রিভেন টেকনোলজি এন্ড ইন্টেলিজেন্ট সিস্টেমস, adaptive, interactive and personalized learning environments, very important. আমরা personalized learning environments অর্থাৎ মানে কি, each and everyone individually স্টুডেন্টের ক্যাটাগরি চিন্তা করে, স্টুডেন্টের কোয়ালিটি চিন্তা করে, তার সম্পর্কে যেরকম ধরনের একটা কোর্স মেটেরিয়ালস তৈরি করা যায়, তাকে কোন কোর্সের পরে কোন স্টাডিটা তাকে দেওয়া যায়, সেই জিনিসগুলো সমস্ত কিন্তু আমরা পার্সোনালাইজড লার্নিং এনভায়রনমেন্টস এর মধ্যে হচ্ছে। ইন্টেলিজেন্ট টিউটোরিয়াল সিস্টেমস, আইটিএস, ন্যাচারাল ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ প্রসেসিং টুলস, লার্নিং অ্যানালিটিক্স, এনজিনস এন্ড ইন্টেলিজেন্ট কন্টেন্ট রেকমেন্ডেশন সিস্টেমস। নেক্সট যে পয়েন্টটা আমার খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট, আমার আগের যারা অনারেবল স্পিকার তারা সকলেই এই জায়গাগুলোর উপর ফোকাস করে গেছেন, আমি মেনলি সেই জায়গাগুলোতে আর ফোকাস করতে চাইছি না। টিচার্স রোল, they need content delivered to a mentors, facilitators and learning designers. So টিচারের রোল কিন্তু এখন আগামী দিনে আরো বেশি দায়িত্ববান হতে হবে আমাদের সকলকে। আমাদেরকে আরো অনেক বেশি দায়িত্বশীল হতে হবে। আমাদেরকে কিন্তু একটা মেন্টরিং এর পথে যেতে হবে, ফ্যাসিলিটেটরের পথে যেতে হবে, লার্নিং ডিজাইনারের পথে যেতে হবে। আরেকটা জিনিস এআই ড্রিভেন পেডাগজি টু ক্লোজ এডুকেশনাল ডিসপ্যারিটিস এন্ড ডেমোক্রেটাইজিং the education system. Okay. তো এআই এডুকেশনের মধ্যে যে মেন ইম্পর্টেন্ট যে পয়েন্টগুলো অ্যাকচুয়ালি কামিং, দ্যাট ইজ এনহ্যান্সড পার্সোনালাইজড লার্নিং, দ্য ড্রিম বক্স, স্মার্ট স্প্যারো, these actually help the students in this particular field. Automated administrative tasks, এই একটা কাজ, এই ধরনের কাজ করতে কিন্তু আমাদের প্রত্যেক টিচারকে অনেকটা সময় কিন্তু আমাদের স্পেয়ার করতে হয়, অনেকটা সময় নষ্ট হয়। সেই কাজগুলো কিন্তু আমাদের এই টুলসের সাহায্যে অনেক ইজিলি করতে পারবো। মোর এনগেজ লার্নার্স, অর্থাৎ কাহুট এবং মাইনক্রাফট এডুকেশন এডিশন এবং ইমপ্রুভ অ্যাক্সেসিবিলিটি নোটা, এই জায়গাগুলোর মধ্যে দিয়ে আমরা এআই এর মধ্যে দিয়ে এগুলোকে আমরা ডেভেলপ করতে পারি এবং সেগুলো আমাদের ডেভেলপ করা সম্ভব। যাই হোক, মোর এফিশিয়েন্ট ক্লাসরুম ম্যানেজমেন্ট, বেটার সিকিউরিটি, অ্যাসেসমেন্ট ইন্টিগ্রিটি, okay, continuous lifelong learning and professional development, general scalability এবং examples of AI in education, just এই সমস্ত পয়েন্টস গুলো রয়েছে। তো এই জায়গাগুলো অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা AI advantages একটু কুইকলি আমাকে করতে হচ্ছে। That reduces workload by automatic routine tasks such as grading and attendance taking and content planning. Enable real-time feedback and data-driven decision making. এবং সেক্ষেত্রে আমরা কি ক্লাস ডোজো, Edmodo and Google Classroom are actually AI-driven matrices that help to monitor student progress, motivation, and behavior patterns. তো AI advantages এর মধ্যে আমরা অনেক কিছুই কথাবার্তার মধ্যে আমাদের মধ্যে আলোচনা করলাম। বেনবেন যে জায়গাটা ন্যাশনাল এডুকেশন পলিসি 2020, সেখানে কিন্তু আমাদের সিবিএসসি কারিকুলামের মধ্যে ইন পার্টনারশিপ উইথ ইন্টেল, AI for you, Viksit, and AI enabled analysis, PME with the etc. এগুলোর মধ্যে দিয়ে কিন্তু আমরা এআইটাকে ইনকর্পোরেট করা হচ্ছে। Embedding future skills from coding to critical thinking for invention, inquiry, and innovation. Last point that is very much important, not to job seekers, but problem solvers, creators, and leaders of the future. এই পয়েন্টটা আমাদেরকে প্রত্যেককে মাথায় রাখতে হবে। আমাদের শুধুমাত্র আগামী দিনে জব সিকার্স হলে কিন্তু চলবে না, রাদার প্রবলেম সলভার, ক্রিয়েটর, থিঙ্কার, এই ক্যাপাবিলিটিগুলো আমাদের প্রত্যেকের মধ্যে রয়েছে। আমরা কেন সেটাকে অ্যাপ্লাই করব না? তাহলে কি চক অ্যান্ড টক, দিস কনসেপ্ট কমপ্লিটলি গন? চক অ্যান্ড টক মানে আমাদের সেই পুরোনো দিনের সেই আগেকার সময় মাস্টারমশাইদের কথা মনে পড়ে যায়। আজও এখনো সেটা রয়েছে, মাস্টারমশাইদের কথাটাই মনে পড়ে যায় না। টিচার্স আর নো লঙ্গার জাস্ট ট্রান্সমিটার্স অফ ইনফরমেশন। টিচার্স কিন্তু কখনোই কিন্তু ইনফরমেশন দেওয়ার কাজ তার নয়। কিন্তু চক অ্যান্ড টক মডেল ইজ গিভিং ওয়ে টু ডেটা ড্রিভেন learner-centric ecosystem and teachers into mentors, facilitators and learning designers. অর্থাৎ চক অ্যান্ড টক তার পরবর্তী আগামী দিনের রোল কিন্তু হচ্ছে এই জায়গাগুলোতে। পরবর্তী ক্ষেত্রে যে পয়েন্টটা ভেরি মাচ ইম্পর্টেন্ট, সেটা হচ্ছে চ্যালেঞ্জেস অ্যান্ড কনসার্নস। সেটা হচ্ছে আমাদের মতো দেশে সোশিও ইকোনমিক অ্যান্ড রিজিওনাল ডিসপ্যারিটিস। খুব সংক্ষেপে, খুব ছোট্ট করে যদি আমি এটাকে যদি ব্রিফ করি, তাহলে আজও হাই ইনকাম গ্রুপের ফ্যামিলির ছেলেমেয়েরা বেশিরভাগ ক্ষেত্রে তারা পড়তে যায় কি, সেই আগেকার কত বিলেতে ব্যারিস্টারি পড়তে যেত, না হয় ডাক্তারি পড়তে যেত। আজও তাই দেয়, ম্যাক্সিমাম ক্ষেত্রে ডাক্তারি পড়তে যেত। ম্যানেজমেন্ট করবার জন্য সাধারণ বাড়ি মডারেট ইনকাম ফ্যামিলি বা লোয়ার ইনকাম গ্রুপ থেকে ছেলেমেয়েরা ইন্টারেস্টেড নয়। মোটামুটি হায়ার ইনকাম গ্রুপ এবং মডারেট ইনকাম গ্রুপের ম্যাক্সিমাম ছেলেমেয়েদের টেন্ডেন্সি হচ্ছে কি, আইদার ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং করবো না হলে ডাক্তারি করবো, বাকি আর অন্য কোনো কিছু করবো না। এই ডিসপ্যারিটিস আমার সমাজে এখানে রয়েছে। যদি আমরা এখানে যদি
Display, sir. Think it. Timing कर. Sir, the 75 is good. The 65 is good, sir. This is 95. Draft. This, sir. Take over the time, sir.
ওটা চালান खाते क्यों एक दिन बाद ना करके नहीं कर
Okay. And the region wise disparities also persist. For 6% students actually in Bihar pursue their education in an English medium education, English medium school, while the percentage 63% in Telangana and 95% in Jammu and Kashmir. So now you can see that in our same country, a large range of deviations actually from state to state. Gender dimension. These are very, very vital issues. Around 1.6 million girls in India remained out of school. 57% of girls dropped out from school upon reaching grade 11. That is Care India 2021 has projected this data. Unlike their male counterparts, girls are expected to engage in household chores. So few minutes back in our lunch time we were discussing amongst ourselves regarding this point. Socially marginalized and economically backward parents have to discontinue their daughters' education and make them work either at home or as child workers. UNESCO 2003, child marriage is another important reason behind the high dropout rate for the girls, and girls' safety and security. That is very vital. Today's very burning social issues. If we cannot stop it and if we cannot properly judge it, we will lose ourselves. Naturally, the teaching issues, the 597,906, 5,97,906 seats in secondary education and 3,16,865 seats in higher secondary education remain vacant as per National Coalition for Education report NCE 2020. Around 45% of teaching positions in higher education are vacant. Very important point. And next point is also very important. Over 90% of teacher training institutes are privatized and having very poor teaching staff accountability, which affects the quality of the teachers as a whole of our country. So all these places should be improved, should be taken care of. Dropout rate. National Coalition for Education NCE 2020 highlighted that 19.8% dropout rate occurs in India. In urban areas, it is 40% students cannot complete their secondary education, while it is 70% in the rural areas. Dropout rate for boys for higher in secondary classes, that is 18.3%, compared to girls 16.3%, and 22% of schools in India had internet facilities in the academic year 2019-20. So we have to improve in those fields. Less than 12% of government schools had the internet facilities, and less than 30% had functional computers. So in all these fields, actually we have to improve. We need these improvements. Linguistic barrier, linguistic diversity. Over 500 languages and dialects currently used and spoken in India. Can we just think it, this figure? 500 languages. Only we are just focusing the education, in particular some English medium school or Hindi medium school or some regional language school. This is the number. 500 languages, and linguistic barrier is thus identified as one of the reasons for poor performance and high dropout rates among students. So very simply, if I don't understand or cannot understand or don't have the accessibility to understand or feel in my own mother tongue or language, then I will be automatically having the tendency to be dropped out from the school. Obviously, the digital divide, the annual status, this one ACR Center 2021, 67.6% of Indian households had access to smartphones in 2021, and more children enrolled in private school had smartphones, 79% compared to their counterparts in government school, that is 63.7%. Large number of students actually at this moment they don't have any smartphone. Enrolled children who had a smartphone available at home, 26.1% were unable to access the same for their studies even. Though they have the smartphones, but can use it for their studies, that percentage is only 26.1%. In remote areas, the non-availability of digital devices and non-access to high-speed internet connectivity widen the digital divide to a large extent. So obviously, if we just go to some remote villages, if we go to Bijoy, Ceylon, Assam, then we will see that digital devices is very predominant there. And Ministry of Health and Family Welfare 2021 report, 57.1% of male population and 33.3% of female population in India has ever used the internet. Large number of people haven't used it till now. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare 2021 report, only 57.1% of male population and 33.3% of female population has ever used the internet. That is very, very, very important point. We are thinking about the AI technologies, obviously, but these are the shortage in our society. These are the challenges in our society, in our country. Equity and equality. There are 17 sustainable development goals of the 2030 agenda for sustainable development of India. And SDG 4 aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. That is SDG 4 aims, this one. But where actually the equity and equality in our society? We have to incorporate it. So policy implications and the way forwards. Obviously, we need the policy from the governance. So policy makers, public, private, entrepreneurships, school curriculum, teachers training program, all these things. And last of all, if we just feel it, understand it, if we involve ourselves, then we will understand it and we will then feel it. And after that, we will have some sort of realization. And from here, the ethical concerns may be incorporated. That is the bias in the algorithms, data privacy and consent, access gap, and that's why UNESCO 2021 calls for human-centered AI. That is very much important. In 2021, UNESCO calls that human-centered AI approaches that ensure fairness, transparency, and inclusiveness in educational AI systems. And obviously, robust policies are required to address ethical and privacy concerns associated with AI in education. Obviously, in detail, the ethical issues in AI, that is bias and discrimination, privacy and data protection, autonomy and agency, transparency and explainability, accountability and responsibility, these things are required. So we have to remember that the AI should be a tool. It shouldn't be a crutch. So now this is just a model that this side, the picture of a brain of a non-chat GPT user and this side chat GPT user. So we can see the difference that one who only completely just uses the chat GPT, his brain actually doesn't function, doesn't do any sort of functioning. So that actually we don't need. We should have to consider AI as a tool. If it is becoming a crutch, then it will be our problem. Conclusion, obviously, a call to action. So, in few words, talks, mentor-like talks, means talks, mentor-like talks, obviously enhance ML and AI, ethics and governance, India will rise high. So if we can just hold these three things, obviously we must win. And finally, education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. These words again I want to just utter. And finally, thousands of candles can be lighted up from a single candle, and the light of the candle will not be shortened, because happiness never decreases by being saved. And thanks a lot for your very patient hearing. And these are the references related to AI and its sciences and its utility regarding, and these references regarding the social and geographic and demographic challenges. All these references are listed. Thank you. Thank you.
I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Dr. Indranil Bhattacharya sir for his beautiful speech on Viksit Bharat 2047, the vision of transforming India's education system into a global benchmark based on artificial intelligence. Now we are running out of time. We have to move to the next part, which is the paper presentation. Here I have already declared the list of presenters at Vivekananda Hall. And we have two shifts, like classroom 1, our college premises. The name of paper presenters who are going to present their paper, like Priyanka Kumbhokar, Brishti Khan, Amarjit Singh, Sajda Sabha, Mr. Saranjit Maji, Shangamita Ghosh, Astik Mahato, Sumana Maji, Shreya Maulik and Manus Kumar Gili sir. I request all of them to move to classroom 1 for their paper presentation. Here in the seminar hall, I request the name of the paper presenters who are going to be presenting their paper in offline mode. Somnath Baudi sir, and along with him, Miss Praveen Kaur. She will be joining him very short in the online mode. Miss Ananta Bhatak, Mr. Harsh Pilaniwala, Susmita Boksi, Ms. Ritika Machkan and Jayasri Maji. And we have 5 online paper presenters, Dr. Sumanta Kumar Khara, Milan Mondol, Pallavi Chattopadhyay, Ms. Sandhya Gupta, and Dr. Mamta Rani. Now, one specific criterion I'd like to mention over here, that is, all these paper presenters will be given 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. So we will be using stopwatcher to remind them that their time is over, and we will also use the bell for giving them this reminder. Now the paper presentation session. Now I'd also like to request Kriti Chakra. Kriti.
First, this is the order. This will be the order. This will never be changed. And use the link just after once time is up, this is the well, you can also take the link from these. So this is the case. This is the chairperson. Indonesia and Sri they have already said
Moving forward. Moving forward to the paper presentations. Now, connecting with Dr. Sumanta Kumar Khandra, Principal Vivek Jyoti College, and he will be connecting to us in the online mode.
Communicate with him.
Soon we are connecting with him in the online mode. Please stay. Sir, are we audible?
Yes, I am audible.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Sir, camera on
এখানে টেবিলটা অ্যারেঞ্জ করে দাও। হ্যাঁ ওইটা আচ্ছা স্যার আপনাদের দুজনের ওপরে আছে অফলাইনে দেখে হ্যাঁ
ये कैमरा एंगल सर
এই ক্যামেরার অ্যাঙ্গেলটা ইধর হ্যাঁ
लैपटॉप कैमरा
हर्ष इसको लेकर टेबल इस साइड के सामने होगा बस तेरे से
पीछे का दे दे
वहाँ कमांड दे रहा हूँ कि स्टार्ट करेगी इधर
सर उनका
कम्युनिकेट करो
So please, sir, you may please begin with the paper presentation of yours.
আমি কি শুরু করব?
Yes, sir, please.
ওকে। প্রথমে বিজয়বাল যে সবাইকে আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। আর আপনাদের আমার কথা জানাচ্ছি এই ইংরেজি অর্জন করার জন্য। আমার কুমার ভারত কলেজ মেট্রোটা আজকে আমার পেপার টপিক থেকে teaching attitude towards artificial intelligence in teacher education, a comparative study of gender and professional role. আমি যেহেতু নিজেই একটি বিএড কলেজে অধ্যাপনা এবং অধ্যক্ষের সাথে যুক্ত, তো আমার am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, please continue.
তো আমি নিজে এটা পার্সোনালি করেছি আমার কলেজে যারা টিচার এডুকেশন করেছে ক্লাস রয়েছে তারা ডে বাই ডে ওই যে আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স রিলেটেড লার্নিং রয়েছে সেগুলোর প্রতি তারা নির্ভরশীল হয়ে পড়ছে এবং তাদের অ্যাটিটিউড সেন্টার পজিটিভ দিকে রয়েছে। ওভারঅল সমস্ত কলেজে ট্রেনিং আমি দেখতে পেয়েছি। সেই জায়গা থেকে আমার মনে হয়েছিল যে আমি একটা আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স ইউজ করার যে অ্যাটিটিউডটা রয়েছে রয়েছে কিনা কিন্তু ভিডিও লিটারেচারে করেছি সেখান থেকে সেখান থেকে আমি যে গ্যাপটা পেয়েছি লিমিটেড ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্টাডি comparing superficial and identity gender is differentiated in gap participant are indicated in simple faculty and internal context lack quantitative worldwide or AI in it attitude toward AI যে আমরা educator teacher training তাদের comparative study করা হয়েছে এবং এখানে দুটো গ্রুপ টিম করা হয়েছে মেল এন্ড the problem exploring attitude toward teacher education a comparative study of gender and professional objectives to compare attitude toward AI education and teacher training compare attitude toward AI in male educator and to include that there exists in attitude toward education and educator. There are two hypotheses. All are hypotheses. One, there is no significant differences the attitude toward artificial intelligence in male and teacher training. Number two, there is no significant differences toward the male and female teacher educator. Number two, there is no significant differences in the attitude toward the teacher training student and teacher educator. There are two variables. Independent variable are personal roles, teacher training and teacher educator. And later there are two male and female. There is only one attitude toward artificial intelligence in education. Population of the study or of this B.Ed college is actually to Baba Saheb Ambedkar Education. Sample that Papa Guru selected 10 television B.Ed college. Then we subsequently selected 10 educated 5 and 10 training 5 male 5 female from each college. Sampling taking purpose sample taken that used in the study. Tools used in study Study development attitude or artificial intelligence. The skill was developed and standardized by computer of there are 30 questions regarding artificial intelligence. Participants have carefully picked the appropriate column of whose own view of each section, and I mentioned all of them below. Statistical technique used, statistical use করা হয়েছে এই statistics ব্যবহার করা হয়েছে আর statistical techniques এর ক্ষেত্রে টেস্ট করা হয়েছে data analysis and interpretation of the result hypothesis data ছিল সেখানে আমরা দেখি মেল টেকনিক ডাকুমেন্ট যে অ্যাটিটিউড লেভেলে কোনো পার্থক্য আছে আমরা যে এটা দেখতে পেয়েছি যে এখানে 9.5 নেই সেটা 0.05 নেই তারপরে যে নাম দেখো ডিফিকাল্ট করেছে very significant but artificial intelligence. Number 2, যে আমাদের নানা কিছু ছিল এখানে আমরা দেখতে পেয়েছিলাম মেল টিচার এডুকেটর যে সার্টিফিকেট এখানে আমরা যে 3 কিলোমিটার বেসিক ছিল থাকে এটা significantly not significant, practically not significant. The 802 hypothesis.
Sir, we are following a time constraint of 5 minutes.
Okay. Number 3, student that's why I now major finding indicate that people is belonging to the selected activity. This suggests that influence effective of brain as relatively it is no perspective of design education demonstrate a more positive effect for that positively due to higher educational in social technology. A professional role that explains their একটা ডিফিকাল্টি ছিল অপরচুনিটি দশটা কলেজ ছিল তারপরে বিশ চাকরিটাকে in scientific অথবা গ্লোবালি that is পাচ্ছি না তো এটা আরো তাহলে কমপ্লিট করার তারপর চেক করা যাবে
Thank you, sir, for your paper.
Next.
Moving next, we have Mr. Malan Mondal, Research Scholar, Department of Education, University of Kalyani, and he will also be connected with us through the online mode.
Okay, I am
Thank you, sir.
presenting.
Yes, sir, please.
उनका नेटवर्क
Sir, you may begin.
Good afternoon to the respected myself. I am Viren Mandal. I am a PhD scholar, acceptable life. My topic is attitude towards mobile learning. Secondly, the student first level. Mobile learning or home learning is the use of smartphones, tablets, and other portable devices to access educational content anytime, anywhere. Make learning more flexible, interactive, and accessible beyond the traditional classroom. What is mobile learning? And thank you some to address institutional helmet. Mobile learning is both of new concepts, one that has some familiar connections. It is certified with learner mobility in the sense that learners would be able to engage in educational activities without obstacles of getting to so in a tight this communication and so on. There are definition. I will skip the slide. Mobile learning, there is some examples to use mobile devices for education purpose. Uh, my objectives of this study was dedicated to focus on exploring the students' attitude towards mobile learning with the following questions. What is the total of the students do by learning? And what are the students mobile learning? There's also in this section there are information about the student subjects with the purpose of the study group of the research. It was the class 9 and class 10 student for the secondary school. The data collection has to be developed and collect the data and the process and analyze the data. There is a table shown that class 9, 24 male students and 22 female students. And total class 9 female 46. Class 8 40 male student and 34 female student. Total 74 class 10 participate in the study. So all total 24 participate for this study. Analysis of the result of the study. Try to form item, so 5 items to parameters, and we can you can see the table the opinions of the students participating in the study on attitude towards mobile learning that overall students are more positive towards mobile learning compared to female students. Other hand, the agreement among male students is on accessibility. And the percentage the high cost. The lowest agreement among the male students is about regular use of educational websites. And there is another table this use the mobile learning details male student accordingly. Recommended about reduce cost barriers and to and enhance accessibility to police balanced interaction, monitor people and impact and consistent. The data reflects that secondary school both male and female generally have a positive attitude towards mobile learning. Obviously, ability to make
Sir,
study more
sorry to interrupt.
interesting and solution better and curriculum this method. Female students in particular
Sir, following the
for
5-minute
higher
time
achievement
limit.
only. Okay. Just
Sir, sorry to interrupt.
only the continuous and regular uses of educational apps. However, most cases considered as a greater area, but accessibility is used more mostly by male students. This finding suggests that while mobile learning is welcome by students, challenges related to cost, consistence, and perceived accessibility remain. And some references, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. Moving next, we have Pallavi Chattopadhyay, Assistant Professor, Vijaypal Memorial B.Ed College, and she is also going to stay connected with us through the online mode.
Am I audible and visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
আজকে আমার বক্তব্যের বিষয় হচ্ছে ভারতীয় সঙ্গীত চর্চায় আধুনিক প্রযুক্তি ও এআই এর ব্যবহার। এখানে কি আমি গবেষণাপত্র প্রেজেন্ট করার চেষ্টা করছি। আমি মূল বক্তব্যে প্রবেশ করি। ভারতীয় সঙ্গীত খুব প্রাচীন কাল ধরে মানুষের মনে একটা গভীর আবেগের সৃষ্টি করে আসছে। মানুষের মনে তার রাত দিয়ে, তার সুর, তার এসব দিয়ে একটা গভীর আবেগের সঞ্চার করে আসছে ভারতীয় সঙ্গীত বাংলাদেশ। সেই ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতে বর্তমানে পরিবর্তনের হাওয়া লেগেছে। সেই ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতের মতো এআই এর একটা জায়গা তৈরি করে দিয়েছে ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতে। সেই এআই দিয়ে ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতে কি কি করে দেওয়া যাচ্ছে আমরা সেটা একটা ছোট আলোচনার মাধ্যমে দেখতে পাবো। ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতে এআই যেটা করছে রাগ চিনতে সাহায্য করছে। আমাদের গলার যে টোনাল কোয়ালিটি সেটাকে চেঞ্জ করে দিচ্ছে, তাদের ব্যবহারের উপর তার একটা পরিবর্তন লক্ষ্য করা যাচ্ছে এবং বিভিন্ন সফটওয়্যার এআই এর মাধ্যমে ব্যবহার করা হচ্ছে যেগুলো দ্বারা ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতের যে রাগগুলোকে নির্ভর করে চলছে। এছাড়া ভয়েস ট্রেনিং বা কণ্ঠসঙ্গীতের বিশ্লেষণের ক্ষেত্রে এই এআই একটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা পালন করে। কণ্ঠসঙ্গীতে আমাদের বিশ্লেষণের জন্য যে অ্যাপগুলো ব্যবহার করা হচ্ছে সেগুলো হচ্ছে নাচ, তাবারা, টনি, এগুলি ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতের জন্য স্পেশালি এআই এর মাধ্যমে তৈরি হওয়া একটি অ্যাপ, যেগুলো দিয়ে আমরা ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতের যে ভয়েস ট্রেনিং বা কণ্ঠ বিশ্লেষণ সেটার একটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ দিকে কাজ করতে পারতাম। এছাড়া ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতের যে ডিজিটাইজেশন যেটা হচ্ছে এআই এর ফলে, তার ফলে মিউজিক, বাদ্যবিজ্ঞান, যন্ত্রসঙ্গীতের ব্যবহার সবই তো পরিবর্তন এসেছে। রেকর্ডিং সফটওয়্যার যেগুলি আগেকার দিনে আমরা যে সফটওয়্যারগুলি ইউজ করতাম সেগুলোতে অনেক পরিবর্তন করা যেত না বা অনেক কিছু আধুনিক সুবিধা ছিল না, সেগুলি এআই আসার ফলে সেই রেকর্ডিং সফটওয়্যারগুলিতে একটা পরিবর্তন এসেছে। গলার তো পরিবর্তন হচ্ছে, টোনাল কোয়ালিটি চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে, আমরা যেটাকে বলি টনিক, তালকা, এই সমস্ত বিষয়েও আসছে পরিবর্তন। ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতের গবেষণার যে ক্ষেত্র সেখানেও এআই এর একটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা দেখা যাচ্ছে। ডিজিটালি তালবাদ্যের প্রয়োগ হচ্ছে, রাগের চেষ্টা করলাম, রাগ সংস্করণে ব্যবহার করা হচ্ছে, মিউজিক কম্পোজিশনের ক্ষেত্রে ইউজ করা হচ্ছে। কিন্তু এই যে সমস্ত এআই এর ব্যবহারগুলো হয়ে পড়ছে সেখানে আরো কিছু নতুন গবেষণার ফলে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি আরো বেশি কিছু পরিবর্তন আসছে আমাদের এই এআই এর। তাতে যেটা হচ্ছে ভারতীয় সঙ্গীত তো ভীষণ গুরুমুখী বিদ্যা, গুরুর কাছ থেকে শুনে সেই শিক্ষা করা হয়, কিন্তু এআই আসার ফলে সেই কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তার মধ্যে কোথাও যেন আবেগের বড় কমতি দেখা যাচ্ছে। আমাদের মধ্যে ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতের রাগরাগিনীগুলি যে গান, যন্ত্রসঙ্গীতের শেখার খরচের যে মাধুর্য, সেগুলোর মধ্যে যখন ডিজিটালাইজেশন চলে আসছে তখন সেটা যেন কোথাও যাচ্ছে মানে নিজস্ব প্রাণ হারিয়ে বড় কৃত্রিম হয়ে পড়ছে। তা আমরা আগামী দিনে এই আশা রাখতে পারি যে এআই এর ব্যবহার আসবে ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতে, সমগ্র সঙ্গীতের জগতেই এআই এর ব্যবহার আসবে, আর বৈশ্বিক পরিবর্তন আনবে এআই, কিন্তু সেটা যেন কোথাও ভারতীয় সঙ্গীতের আবেগকে নষ্ট করে না দেয়, শিল্পীর কণ্ঠের যে দক্ষতা তাকে যেন নষ্ট করে না দেয়, সেদিকে আমরা দৃষ্টি দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করি।
Ma'am, are you still connected with us? Thank you for presenting. Moving forward, Ms. Sandhya Gupta, guest lecturer, Pragati College of Education, Siliguri. She will also stay connected with us and present the paper through online mode.
Namaste and a very good afternoon everyone. I am Sandhya Gupta, guest lecturer at Pragati College of Education, Siliguri, and today I am presenting my paper titled Viksit Bharat 2047, Introducing AI Literacy and Future Skills into Indian Classrooms. Now, as we move towards India's future, education is not just a pillar for foundation, it is also a pillar for transformation. And within education, artificial intelligence is emerging both as a tool and a catalyst. Now, just an introduction. The Viksit Bharat initiative envisions a developed India by 2047. To realize this, our education system must prepare learners not just for jobs, but for unknown future. AI has already transformed industries like healthcare, finance, communication, education, and education again cannot afford to lag behind. Now, students today must not only learn facts but also interact with intelligent systems, make ethical decisions in data-driven context, and adapt continuously. This is why AI literacy and future-ready skills are crucial. Now, when we're talking about AI literacy, let us just see what is AI literacy. AI literacy is more than just knowing how to use a chatbot. It is the ability to understand, evaluate, and communicate about AI in a critical, ethical, and practical way. Now, according to Brew and Erickson in 2025, AI literacy includes three dimensions. What are these three? They are functional literacy, critical literacy, and social-cultural literacy. Functional literacy is understanding how AI works, the algorithm, how does the machine learn. Critical literacy is questioning outputs, identifying biases with the outputs that are given by the AI. And social cultural literacy is understanding how AI impacts privacy, how it impacts jobs. Now, these are the three dimensions which are vital in ensuring that students are not just passive learners, but reflective and responsible citizens in the era of AI. Now, the next one is how do we integrate AI in our classrooms or our curriculum or education system? Now, the National Education Policy 2020 promotes critical thinking, coding, and computational skills from an early age. Following this, CBSE in collaboration with Intel India launched an AI curriculum. AI can personalize learning to adapt to each student's needs, provide real-time feedback, and support inclusive education. This integration shifts education from being a passive, rote-based or memory-based learning to being active, dynamic, and student-centered. Now, how if we are talking about AI in education, we have to talk about AI in teacher education. So we cannot introduce AI literacy without preparing our teachers first. So research has been done in this field as well. In 2024, Skolnik pointed out the most teacher training programs lack modules on AI pedagogy. To address this, he pointed out that there are three domains professionally that the teacher should be equipped with. The first one is episteme, that means theory, that is the theoretical understanding of AI, the concept, how does it work. Then we have technique or practice, that is how to use AI or incorporate AI in say lesson planning or assessment evaluation or inclusive learning. And then we have gnosis, that is ethics and contextual judgment when not to use AI. That is also very important. We have to draw a line there. Now, once we have prepared our teachers and our students, we then have to focus on what are we teaching them. That is, what skills should we give them so that they are future ready. The first one is data literacy, making sense of data. Second is computational thinking, that is breaking down problems like a coder. Then we have digital creativity, using technology to create, not just to consume. And then adaptability and resilience. As we are moving from books to AI, we also have to be ready to move from AI to something superior. So we have to ensure that that transition is very smooth. So for that, we have to teach them adaptability and resilience. And the last one is collaboration, that is working together. AI is very much a reality, and we have to learn how to collaborate and work together. Now, there are certain challenges which I will quickly go through. The first one is again infrastructure. Many schools in rural areas either lack the digital resources like internet connection or devices, or they lack the teachers who know how to use this. Again, teachers are also very apprehensive when it comes to using AI, and we do not have any standardized curriculum set for AI literacy. Now, these are barriers which
following the
are
5-minute
but
time
it is
limit.
important to point out. Then we have something
Ma'am, following the 5-minute time limit,
the recommendation.
requesting
I
you to
understand.
find out.
Then we have some recommendations. The first one is the national teacher training framework that we have to work on AI literacy. Then strong public-private partnerships. We have to come together to ensure that we integrate AI in a very ethical manner and early introduction of AI into our systems, that is education system. To conclude, I would just like to say that AI literacy is not just about keeping up with technology, it's also about preparing our youth to be ethical, thoughtful, and skilled citizens in the rapidly changing world. But how that India becomes a Viksit Bharat, we must ensure that our classrooms reflect the future not just in content but in mindset. With that, I would like to conclude my presentation. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we have Dr. Mamta Rani, Associate Professor, Mahalakshmi College for Girls, Duhai, Ghaziabad, and she is also connecting through us in the mode online. Ma'am, Dr. Mamta Rani, requesting you to present the paper. Moving forward, we have Mr. Somnath Bauri and Miss Praveen Kaur. Assistant Professor, Mr. Somnath Bauri, Bijoy Memorial B.Ed College. Requesting sir to please come.
Shatabdi Goswami. Call Shatabdi Goswami. Please call Shatabdi Goswami.
Please call Shatab. Achha, I have to call.
Yes, sir, I am present.
Okay.
Please, ma'am. Dr. Mamta Rani, you may please present the paper.
Okay.
Yes, please be a little loud. Shatabdi Goswami, please be a little loud.
Okay. I am Shatabdi Goswami, presenting my paper on effect of digital technology on students' academic achievement and motivation in secondary schools of West Bengal. I am a research scholar in Scotland University. Now, as we know that we are in the era of new education policy. Now, new education policy is based on 5 fundamental pillars such as access, equity, quality, affordability, and accountability. Now, to become success of anything, the organized qualified infrastructure, and it is the duty of the teacher to promote student engagement and success in the classroom. The hope and goal of this study is to see if technology can improve students' academic achievement. There are few related studies in this area. Johnson in 2003 studied the ability to invoke dream in the minds of visionary educators who saw endless potential for alternative traditional notions of teaching and learning. Spears in 2012 found that there are four characteristics such as attention, relevance, confidence, and satisfaction to promote the love. And there are two another review in this related studies. The present research have two research questions.
हमला उल्टा कर दे रहे सर
Ma'am, conclude. Ma'am, try to conclude now. Ma'am, you have to conclude now. Conclude now. Madam. Sir, connect karo.
जल्दी खत्म हो उतना जल्दी
पाँचजन कंप्लीट हो जाती मैम पाँचजन कंप्लीट मैम हमारे ऑडिबल हो गया ना और भी 6 जन हैं और बेस कर बेन हेलो और बेन सो वी हैव लॉस्ट योर कनेक्शन No. Actually, you have to conclude. Just show your findings and conclusion. Okay. पूरा बोलिए पूरी चलिए
Okay. I'll let.
স্যার কম্পিটিশনে বলবেন।
Okay, now my first research question was technology effects academic achievement, and second question was does technology affect student from the result found that in the second summative examination students scored significantly higher than the first summative examination. This indicates that students are excited in participating in online engagement. And my second research question was that does technology affect student motivation? The attendance record were not what we expected for the study. Because as we see earlier that the attendance is not solely depend on the technology. There are various factors which control students' academic achievement and motivation. So motivation, my second question, does technology affect student motivation? I could not significant result I get. So my past hypothesis concluded that technology affects students' academic achievement. That's conclusion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we have Mr. Somnath Bowdy, Assistant Professor, Bijoy Memorial B.Ed College, and Ms.
आपके बाद करके ठीक है ये भी रेसिपी आपको
Leader, sir, please for now. Sir, হবে না তো?
ওটা হাইট করে দিয়ে দেখুন স্টপ শেয়ারিং এর পাশে হাইট আছে
যদি না হয় স্যার
না না অফ করা নেই অন করা আছে
Good afternoon to everyone. I am Somnath Kaur, Assistant Professor at B.Ed College. I am Somnath Kaur, Assistant Professor at Bijoy College. Today I present my research title Governance 2047, Regulating AI in Indian Classroom for Equity and Excellence. As India gives up to mark 100 years of independence in 2047, the country is witnessing lightning fast technological change and artificial intelligence is proving to be a force to be known with across sectors, education included. The education system, which has long been marked by inequalities in access, quality, and outcomes, is now at a crossroads. Whether to leverage AI for equitable, inclusive, and high quality learning, similarly, it needs to protect against the danger of AI as an instrument of exclusion, monitoring, and pedagogical disagreement. The next slide, I am presenting the two sides of AI revolution education as a facilitator. AI helps personalize learning for each student, gives real-time performance analysis, provide instant feedback and support learning through voice-based tools. These features can truly make learning more effective and inclusive. But at the same time, you can see that on the other side, I have mentioned disruptor. It may increase social concern about data use, widen the digital divide, especially in rural areas, and reduce the active role of teachers. I have summarized the objectives, but actually the objectives are three. The number one objective is to explore the scope, benefits, and risks of integrating AI into Indian classrooms. Number two objective is to analyze existing national and international frameworks from AI governance in education. And number three objective to propose a comprehensive AI governance model tailored to India's socio-educational needs by 2047. So by reviewing both national policies such as the National Education Policies 2020 and Niti Aayog National Strategies for Artificial Intelligence 2018 and Global Framework from UNESCO and OECD, that is Organizational Economic Construction Development. This research proposes a framework that could be adopted by 2047, India's centenary of independence. The idea is not just to implement AI, but to do so responsibly and inclusively, ensuring that technology takes place and become a bridge to quality education, not a barrier. To support this, I have also studied AI-powered platforms like Diksha, Byju's AI tools, and even AI, IBM WhatsApp Classroom. I also use secondary data sources like UNICEF, Digital Access Reports, and Ministry of Education surveys to understand ground reality. The next slide, which highlights the scope, benefits, and risks of integrating AI into classrooms. AI tools like intelligent tutoring system, adaptive platforms, and instant feedback mechanisms are being increasingly used to enhance learning. They offer clear benefits such as personalized education, support for multilingual learners, and relief from administrative tasks for teachers. However, there are also serious risks. India lacks strong child data protection laws, and there is a growing concern that we are focusing more on technology than on sound pedagogical practices. According to, we can see on the scope side, there is Team Leads EdTech 24 research. Over 61% of Indian educators are already using AI, whereas 63.5% support AI for future readiness. But NSSO 2021 reports that only 50% of rural households have internet access, and our 2024 report shows just 40% of schools have reliable connectivity for real-time AI use. This slide highlights the key national and international frameworks guiding AI use in education. In India, initiatives like the Indian AI Missions 2024 and platforms like Diksha support AI integration in classroom. The National Data Governance 2022 policy ensures students' data is handled ethically. Globally, a framework by UNESCO, OECD, and the EU AI Act 2024 emphasize safe, inclusive, and transparent use of AI in learning environments. The next slide that I present a proposed governance model to ensure responsible, inclusive and future-ready integration of AI in Indian classrooms by 2047. It began with ethical and legal safeguards. India must establish AI ethics committees and introduce child-specific data protection law to ensure students' rights are protected. Next, that I have highlighted here is inclusive access. That means that granting nationwide connectivity and affordable devices to no learners left out. And the next 2 points are there. At the governance level, there must be centralized oversight as national AI regulator for education and public impact assessment to ensure tools remain effective and ethical. And the last one that I already told is public-private collaboration should focus on standardized educational accreditation and promote open source educational resources to avoid commercial monopolies in classroom. The next and the last one is very important is my conclusion part. That speak that AI education is not just a tool, it's a turning point. But this turning point must not be left to market trends or technological hyperloop. It must be guided by vision, ethics and policy. Through this research, I propose that India has the potential to lead globally by building an AI governance model rooted in our constitutional values that describe equity, inclusion, and excellence. If we act deliberately with strong data laws, inclusive digital access, and teacher-focused training, AI can be the great equalizer in education, not a divider. And my paper doesn't just imagine 2047 as a date, it imagines a destination where every child from every village, city, and background can thrive in a smart, fair, and empowering classroom. So let AI be the bridge, not the barrier, to that future, and let India show the world how to cross it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now we have Ms. Ananta Ghatak, student of Vijaypal Memorial B.Ed College. Please, Ananta, come forward and present your paper.
Maximum time 5 minutes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ananta Ghatak, student of B.Ed second semester. Currently, we all are living in an AI era where though AI was introduced in 1956 and now we are living in 2022 where AI was first we came to know.
Asansol का कहते हैं second सब इसके जैसे इसके बारे में जनसंख्या ले लीजिए आपके
सुना प्रिया प्रिया दादी का मुझे
चलना छेड़ा दिल तो आप तो ऑनलाइन में क्यों नहीं
আমি অনলাইন ক্লিক করে দিলাম ডাইরেক্ট সেভ
डायरेक्ट
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ananta Khattar, B.Ed second semester student. Currently, we all are living in an AI age. We are going to know about AI in 2022, and currently, we all are entering into a new chapter where AI will be introduced in education. So, my today's topic is: can AI democratize learning, reaching India's remote and marginal learners? The study is particularly specified in Paschim Bardhaman region. Even in NEP 2020, it is said that the students of high school, mainly from class 6 to class 12, should introduce with AI. And though the Paschim Bardhaman district is in a developing region, there are several areas that are still facing some facility issue. So, the objective of my study is to identify the challenges to implement the AI-based learning in the marginal and remote areas, and the second objective is to suggest possible solution of those challenges. And for my methodology of the study is qualitative data and secondary resources I have used like online journals, articles, etc. Now, the first question is, what are the challenges in implementing AI-based learning in those areas? Though the district has two sites, one side has shown us the adequate facilities, trained teachers, and the schools of those developed region are quite ready for AI-based learning. While there are several regions and several blocks like Salanpur, Varavani, Jamuria, the schools in those villages have no electricity or no proper roofing, no boundary wall. Even the shortage of qualified teachers, that problem is also present there. So now the question is, what could be the solution? Well, the practical solution can be satellite internet, where the internet will be provided through without any cable or without any cable or tower. And it's more like how we watch TV nowadays. So the good news is Geospace Fiber has already launched its trial in 4 marginal villages of the different states like Assam, Gujarat, Odisha, and Chhattisgarh. And the companies like Starlink recently got its license in India to operate the internet through satellite program. But before that, we need to ensure that the kids in those areas are very much aware with the digital tools, and we have to increase the digital literacy of the children of those areas so that they can understand what is real and what is fake. And for that, the government can start an awareness or digital literacy campaign in those in the kids of those areas. And of course, in one day, in near future, AI will come and it will help us in education system. And then it will be a concern for the teachers. But we have to remember that the responsibility of a teacher is not only to teach, they also help children to develop their behavior. And the school is like a second home to a child. And the teacher helps them to grow emotionally, morally, cognitively, and in every way. So no AI can replace teacher. And conclusion, definitely AI has the capacity to democratize learning. It has the capability to reach every single household and every single corner of the country. But before that, we need to resolve the existing problems of the country. And only a human teacher and the robot teacher can make education in a way better. These are the references of my study. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ananta. Next up for the paper presentation, we have Mr. Harsh Pilaniwala, student of Viksit Bharat B.Ed College.
Hello, am I audible? So, good afternoon everyone. My name is Harsh and I'm from B.Ed fourth semester. So, today my topic is Curriculum 2047 integrating AI literacy in Indian school and higher education. So, first of all, let's talk about the introduction section that AI integration is very important in now generation. In 21st generation, it has not become a part of daily life, but it has to be implemented in higher education and in school level. AI is not just for like image generation and for daily life usage like algorithms and all. It has to be a part of AI education because it has several benefits in education and it will not only going to play a major role in educating children, but it will going to be a part of their daily life and increasing the social equality and different sections so that they can be a part of this rapid changing life in the real world. So significance of this study is to basically to understand and to explain that why integrating AI is a major part of this curriculum. AI integration is a very major part in this recent generation, and it has to be implemented as soon as fast because in foreign countries it is being implemented at a very large scale. Like AI 4K 1.2 is a major thing which is taking part in USA, and Singapore AI integration curriculum is also a very profound AI curriculum which is being getting used in Singapore sections. And objectives of my study is to assess the current level of AI awareness among the students and teachers, schools and colleges, and also to know the literacy of AI among the students and teachers in Indian school and colleges. So, first of all, going into the topic, we should know that what are the questions are there. So, what is the current status of AI education in India? Second, what international AI literacy models can India adopt, and what are the key barriers preventing AI implementation in Indian schools? Also, what should an ideal AI integration curriculum in India looks like by 2047? So, scope and limitations are very few, but it has to be discussed that scopes are in this 21st generation. AI is being getting used and known by the peoples, by the students, by the teachers through social media, through various platforms. But limitations are rural areas where AI is not being properly implemented due to the infrastructure and due to the various backward thinking and orthodox mindset. Then literature review, Long Megato, who has definitely said that coding is not just a part of AI learning. It has to be conceptual understanding, AI, data awareness and ethics. In NCERT has also introduced that and discussed that AI summer framework in various KV schools and in various schools so that AI can be properly implemented in the schools and higher schools, and JEDIR 2020, which has definitely said that students are getting aware of AI, but teachers are not being getting aware of AI and they are not using AI properly. And research methodology. First of all, I would like to say that I decided to go for the quantitative, not for the go for the qualitative, not for the quantitative. But later on, I went for a qualitative research and quantitative research both. And in quantitative, I basically interviewed 20 students, 100 students from Shantinagar Vidya Mandir and 100 students from a school named Kulti New Wonderland School, where I discussed and talked about AI. And in qualitative, I took interview of 50 teachers, almost 50 teachers from social media and from the group, so that I can get information about the AI implementations. Now, tools were used like Google Forms, AI generating tools, and poll tools as well. And data analysis, AI tools like Excel if conditions and percentage formulas were used basically. For key findings, 62% students hardly know about the AI and 27% have a exposure but they are limited. And rest of the percent students are very well known about the AI and teachers have that same level where 76% teachers wants to implement AI in their curriculum but rest of them are untrained. And in school and in curriculum sections, so fewer schools have the access to the AI like private and in the urban areas but not in the rest of the schools like in the rural areas and semi-urban places. Here is a graphic representation where we can see that how students are aware of AI and how many students are basically are yet to taught and same as go with the teachers. And last, I would like to say that Indian education system has to properly follow the NEP policies and it has to collab with different sections so that it can grow more in the AI integration sections and last in the conclusion section I would like to say that AI integration is not just a part and the basic point of view is it's for everyone that हम एज ए टीचर हम लोग कभी भी एआई या गूगल से ज्यादा बढ़िया पढ़ा नहीं सकते हैं पर हम लोग को डेफिनेटली ये चीज याद रखना चाहिए कि एआई हमेशा पढ़ा नहीं सकते हैं दूसरों को हम टीचर्स हैं हमारे पास कुछ ऐसी क्वालिटीज हैं जैसे हम लोग दूसरे बच्चों को इमीडिएटली स्पॉन्टेनियसली हम लोग समझ सकते हैं हर बच्चों को हम लोग साथ में उनके टीच कर सकते हैं पर एआई वो चीज नहीं कर सकता तो हमें वो चीज याद रखना चाहिए थैंक यू एवरीवन
Thank you, Harsh. Next, we have Sushmita Bakshi, student of Viksit Bharat Memorial B.Ed College. Please come on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone present here. My topic is role of AI in teaching and learning of English. And I am a student of Bijoy Memorial B.Ed College, fourth semester, second year. Okay. In the introduction, the future of AI is not about replacing humans. It's about arguing human capabilities. This quote is by Sundar Pichai. My objectives are to promote learning, to enhance practice opportunities, to improve accessibility of reading and writing. Research questions are how artificial intelligence will shape the future, how AI will be used in English language classroom, and what is the impact of AI in our lives. And here, declaration that my paper is limited to this only, and the source are all secondary data. Importance of AI. AI's important streams from its ability to enhance efficiency, improve decision making, and drive innovation access for various sectors. And AI in education or classroom offers personalized learning experience, automated tasks, and valuable insights for both students and teachers. AI is helpful for both students and teachers. Shaping future with AI. The demand of AI skills has exploded in recent years. It is now in use, and we expect that by 2047, all will use AI in class. All teachers and students both will be helpful with that. Okay, AI helpful for teachers, personalized learning, automated tasks, data-driven insights, content creation, enhanced communication, and for students, instant feedback, 24/7 support, improved engagement, accessibility, improved learning outcomes. AI in English language teaching, that these technologies help to bridge resource gaps in rural as well as in urban areas, offering personalized learning experience and enhancing teachers' efficiency. Benefits of using AI in English language teaching are boost productivity, enhance decision making, accelerates digital presence, minimize human error, reduces operational costs, improve user experience, enhance 24/7 reliability, enhance customer services. And impact of AI in our lives is AI as it is increasing and it is a huge demand in our lives, in our day-to-day lives. Examples are like ChatGPT, Gemini, which we are using in every day, and this is the data collected by me from our school, from school, and now used by 2020. And this is the data collected by me from an university, and this will be for the best and literature review. And conclusion that in the 21st century we are fostering a generation that is not only teach savvy but also well equipped to thrive in an increasingly digital world. Thank you.
একটা প্রশ্ন তুলতে পেলাম না
What's the impact of AI in our lives? আমরা কোথাও কোনো উল্লেখ নেই, তার ফাইন্ডিংস নেই, কিছু নেই, ওই জায়গাটা কোনো রিলেট তো হলো না।
মানে স্যার আমরা মানে যেভাবে ওয়ার্ল্ড ডেভেলপ করছে,
না না রিসার্চ কোশ্চেন দেখেছেন আমি তিনটে,
হ্যাঁ
কাজ করলে দুটো কি ওটা কোথায় গেল?
হ্যাঁ ওটা পুট করা হয়নি স্যার।
ও থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, Sushmita. Next up we have Ms. Ritika Majkal, student of Bijoy Memorial B.Ed College. I request her to please come.
A very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Ritika Majkal, and today I'm here to talk about a very and relevant topic, which is Governance 2047, regulating AI in Indian classroom for equity and excellence. So हम सभी जानते हैं कि AI जो है हमारे क्लासरूम में किस तरह से एंट्रेंस ले रहा है और हमारे जीवन शैली को किस तरह से प्रभावित कर रहा है. But the real thing which is concerning is that is governance of AI is fairly, if it is following equity, it is helping in fulfilling the excellence in student. So this is my topic. So we all know कि AI किस तरह से हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम को बदल रहा है. ग्लोबली भी हम बहुत सारे चेंजेस देख पा रहे हैं, जैसे कि पोटेंशियल ऑफ AI हमारे इंडियन क्लासरूम में भी काफी ज्यादा बढ़ते हुए दिख रहा है. जैसे कि अपॉर्चुनिटी बढ़ती है, उसके साथ साथ रिस्क भी देखने को मिलते हैं, जैसे कि बायसनेस, टीचर्स रेडिनेसेस और बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस. सो मेरी स्टडी एक्सप्लोर करती है कि किस तरह से AI को रेगुलेट किया जाए हमारे क्लासरूम में, जिससे इक्विटी और एक्सीलेंस हम दोनों को अचीव कर सकें. सो हियर माय ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. The first objective is to understand the global practices of AI governance in the classroom level and what the India can learn from those global practices. The second objective of mine is to identify the challenges of AI implementation on the level of India, or the challenges which India is facing right now, and what we can implement by fulfilling those or neglecting those challenges. So this is my methodology for this study. I have gone through the qualitative approach, exploratory research approach, and I have gone through some secondary data such as policy documents, NITI Aayog researches reports, etc. So the main method or the objective of mine was to reflect the insights what student can gain from it and how on governance level we can implement it. So this is my delimitation, as all the study has that border area. So I have also some delimitations, such as I focus only on some country level, that what are the global practices is happening. So this is my analysis part. Here we can see that in various country level, what are the global practices is happening and what India can learn from it. For example, in USA level, various adaptive edtech tools are happening, such as Newton, Dreambox, which is done for the personalized learning parts of their students. And what India can learn for it is that India can also invest in AI-driven adaptive tools to support the diverse learning needs of Indian students. For European Union, we can also see that European Union tried to introduce various AI apps with a focus on risk categorization, because AI is a very helpful thing, but it's also, we should consider that risk is also coming into our mind. Okay, so European Union, what they try to focus, that they try to focus on risk categorization, transparency and bias testing AI tools, which is very relevant and important for globally. What India can learn from this is that India can develop ethical AI guidelines, and particularly for high risk education, where there are many other things which is practiced globally, such as when China is also implementing AI-based student tracking and assessment. And what India can learn is that India can also ensure data uses in balanced way, and plus in the privacy safeguards of Indian people. So here are the challenges part, when we can see that in the Indian context, there are several issues that India is facing right now, which is the most important one is digital divide. In the map, yes, sir. So in the conclusion, I have tried to give some key findings with a 5-pillar perspective. First is equity and excellence, transparency and accountability, governance and oversight, teacher-centric design and concept and adaptability. The main idea of mine is teacher-centered idea is that if governance is taking places regarding AI policy, though there are limitations is happening, but teachers are the mentor of students. AI should be used to help the teacher address the student to create a healthy bond. AI should not be replaced by human. AI cannot replace the teachers. So teachers are the essential part of India, and AI governance should be taken place in this consideration. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritika. For the next paper presentation, we have Jayashree Majhi, Assistant Professor of Geography Method of Viksit Bharat Memorial B.Ed College. Ma'am, I request you to please come up on the stage.
उसको क्या कर दिया घंटा क्या
Thank you, Kriti, for giving me the opportunity to share some information in front of you. My name is Jayashree Majhi. I'm the Vice Principal of that Bijoy Memorial B.Ed College. I'm not competing with my students, but rather than say, I'll share some good information with you. Okay, so don't take it that I'm your competitor. Okay, thank you. My topic is India's artificial intelligence policy in education, a comprehensive framework for inclusive and ethical integration. Now, India stands on threshold of transformative era in education with in the powerful tools for these how learning is access and evaluation. India's current education policies anchored in the National Education Policy NEP 2020 and driven by the Indian AI nations lay by strong foundation for the AI integration. However, without unified implementations of the strategies that address the teacher capacity, just remember IDP, teacher capacity, ethical governance, and the infrastructure and the rural inclusions, the visions of the truly equitable AI-driven education remain partially fulfilled. Now, my objective is to assess the current AI integration in education and to analyze the governmental policies and initiatives and to examine the infrastructure and the teacher training and ethics and the recommended future ready AI education policies. Now, if I'm talking about government policies, then definitely our government they give the early exposure to give the coding and the computational thinking the middle age of the students and the AI scenario, at the AI inclusions of the senior education systems. And when you talk about the CBSE and the NCERT initiatives, definitely you know because most of you passed out from the CBSE education system. So here they give the opportunity to optional paper to take the paper as an optional from class 9 to 11. 2024, almost 10,000 crore budget focus on research skilling that the research should be they encourage the research in AI and definitely India is collaborate with that research scholars and definitely there will be AI labs and the rural outreach and the ethics and the definitely training will be there. And according to AICET, that is All India Council for Technical Education, they aim to expose 40 million of the students across 40,000 institutions of the AI technology. That is very helpful to us how to we improve our AI skills. And according to Diksha and digital infrastructure, what is actually come to know what is Diksha? Diksha is digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing. Okay, so Diksha is India's national platform for school education with resources in 36 languages and AI integrations plan through the personalized learning path in teaching analysis. The most important things, that is the AI ethics and the government. So why AI ethics? I just incorporate. This AI ethics is AI ethics and government. What is AI ethics? AI government aims to build trust in AI technology by promoting and fairness, transparency, and the human oversight. That is, definitely we learn AI from our internet sources and some other sources, but definitely most of us, I think say that 90% of us, we don't know how we use AI, and definitely our children, our future generations, they also don't know how to use AI. So by hide and seek, they apply the policy by hide and seek. So definitely we should give them a platform to use AI and to that আমি এটাই বলতে চাই যে কিভাবে তারা এআইটাকে জাস্টিফিক্যালি ইউজ করবে সেটার উপর আমাদেরকে কিন্তু ধ্যান দিতে হবে। দ্যাট ইজ এথিক্যাল অ্যান্ড আমরা বলতে পারি ethical and the governance of the use of AI tools. And conclusively, I want to say that India can lead global in equitable AI education reform. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now it's time for the reflection of the seminar and vote of thanks proposed by Mr. Bidhan Mukherjee.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, before I propose the vote of thanks and I read the reflection of the entire seminar, I'd like to inform that our certificate distribution part will be completed just after this, and the group photography session will also be completed just once I read the reflection and propose the vote of thanks. Viksit Bharat 2047, the vision of transforming India's education system into a global benchmark based on artificial intelligence. As we come to the close of today's enlightening seminar, it is time to reflect upon the vision that brought us all together. Viksit Bharat 2047. The sessions today were not just discussions, but windows into the future of education empowered by artificial intelligence across the globe. From thought-provoking keynote addresses to insightful paper presentations, we witnessed how AI can be a transformative force, making education more gender inclusive, accessible, and learner-centric. The ideas shared today reaffirm our faith that India's dream of becoming a global education leader is not only possible but well within reach if guided by innovation and collaboration. Let us carry forward today's inspiration with a renewed commitment to adapt, innovate, and transform. The journey to 2047 starts now, and we all have a role to play. And we have also prepared this international seminar successfully. We have executed it for this First, I would like to pay my tribute and thanks to Honorable Mr. Supriyo Das Sir, President Bijoy Memorial B.Ed College, and who is also the chief patron of today's seminar, international seminar. Then I would like to pay my tribute to our Principal Sir, Dr. Shobhan Duwari, for the endless and the continuous support for all the things we need to prepare or to host this international seminar. Then we have Professor Dr. Deepak Kumar Sarkar Sir for his truly inspiring inspiration which we have got from his statements reaffirming working capacities which have already been successful in the execution of this international seminar today, and all the faculty members who have worked hard really behind this. We cannot measure or we cannot fathom the hard work and the toiling perspective which we fail to miss. Their continuous support, all the faculty members, the non-teaching staff and the IT department who are really working well, and our beloved students who have been very much patient with us throughout the entire seminar. Before the scheduled program, they have been very much supportive to us, and we have almost various resource persons from various places of our state, West Bengal, and Mr. Subham Pal has joined us today delivering his keynote address from Taiwan. It has also been inspiring for us to hold and host this kind of international seminar in future as well. One thing I would like to mention, which is very much achievable for our teachers training institute like us, that I also contacted one international guest whose name is Dr. Emily Puig Villaro. Currently, Professor Villaro is working in the Department of Specific Teaching, Department of Psychology, Universitat de Girona, Catalonia, Spain. Sir was unable to join us today due to some engagements in hybrid mode in his university, and he wished us earlier all success for the well execution of this international seminar titled as Viksit Bharat 2047. And all the members whom I might have forgot to mention their names, they have also been successfully helped us. They came forward to help us for hosting all these things like preparation of the dais, the technical things, and most probably the non-technical part, the documentation part. All these things have been simultaneously done along with other works which we have to do anyhow. And our resource persons for this, I once again like to pay my thanks to Professor Dr. Viksit Bharat Sir, Acharya Prafullo Chandra College, New Barakpur, Kolkata. Our research and academic coordinator, academic director, Professor Dr. Saurabh Mondal Sir, Mr. Indrajit Singh Sir, Chief Operating Officer, Research NAC, Professor Dr. Vikas Chaudhary Sir, Ramakrishna Mahato Government Engineering College, Purulia, and our VC ma'am who joined us in online mode from Bali Launch, Kolkata, Professor Dr. Soma Bandyopadhyay, Vice Chancellor, Babasaheb Ambedkar Education University, and we have, I mentioned already, Mr. Subham Pal, one of the eminent international journalists who joined us in online mode and proposed the keynote address, which was really inspiring and very much mark of true achievement for us as a teachers training institute to host such an international seminar at the larger level. Now here I conclude this program with hope that in future we as a teachers training institute will also be able to host such a seminar. Such things will also prove successful for our institute. Now our certificate distribution. Okay, we have some important announcements. Kindly listen to us. We have already decided to hand over certificates to the best paper presenters. We have with us Mr. Astik Mahato sir, whose paper presentation was one of the best paper presenters in offline mode. Now, I request him to come up to the dais and certificate. I request Professor Dr. Indranil Bhattacharya sir to hand over the certificate to Professor Mr. Astik Mahato sir on the dais as the recipient of best paper presenter in offline mode on 5th of July 2025. International Seminar on Viksit Bharat 2047. And we have also one recipient of Best Paper Presenter in online mode. Her name is Mrs. Sondra Gupta. She presented her paper in online mode. Also, she is considered as one of the best paper presenters in online mode. So we have taken note of it. Certificate will be given to her later. Now it's time to collect certificates from our faculty members, and in this case, once again, I would also like to request our guest, Professor Dr. Indranil Bhattacharya sir and Dr. Saurabh Mandal sir, Professor Dr. Deepak Kumar Sarkar sir, Dr. Vikas Chaudhary sir, Mr. Indrajit Singh sir, kindly. So once again, to hand over the certificates of paper presentation and participation and all these things to the recipients who have joined us in this international seminar.
ठीक है चलो
सर मेरी के देखो
Okay, now our Honorable Dr. Deepak Kumar Sarkar sir is handing over the certificate of participation to Mr. Indrajit Singh sir, Chief Operating Officer, Research NAC. Now the certificate is handed over to Honorable Dr. Saurabh Mandal sir for his participation as a guest in today's international seminar. And now sir is handing over the certificate of participation as a guest to Professor Dr. Indranil Bhattacharya, Assistant Professor, ABC College, Bangalore.
पेपर प्रेजेंटर आगे स्टेजे देखे दिन फॉर एग्जांपल
Okay, those paper presenters who did their presentation in offline mode now are requested to come to the dais.
पेपर प्रेजेंटर
সোমনাথ স্যার, চন্দ্রমিতা ম্যাম, অনন্ত ঘটক, हर्ष पिलारीवाला, ओके, ऋतिका मचकर, प्रियंका कुंभकर, बृष्टि खां, अमरजीत सिंह, जयश्री माझी, श्रद्धा सभा, शरणजीत माझी, सुमना माझी, सुस्मिता बक्सी और आस्तिक महतो, Shreya Moli, all are requested to come to the dais.
मेरे में से कुछ नहीं सब हाँ उसमें फोटो क्लिक स्टिल हाँ उसी से स्टिल सेव होगा हाँ पीछे कर देंगे नहीं तो फ्रेम नहीं आएगा दादा थोड़ा पीछे लिए दादा थोड़ा पीछे पीछे से लीजिए फ्रेम खत्म हो जाएगा मिल रहा तो पूरा फ्रेम मिल रहा है
सर आसुन
हाँ पिक्चर के लिए
Now I request all the
सर पिक्चर के लिए लाइन
come up to the dais for the group photograph. All the respected dignitaries, our senior faculty member, Professor Dr. Viksit Bharat sir, Principal sir, Manoj sir, Sumitra ma'am, Patulgoti Patla sir.
अच्छा फ्रेंड
Now, one announcement. We'll take just 1 minute for collecting feedback. Feedback on the seminar. Okay, now I'd like to give the hand over this microphone to our honorable guest, Dr. Bijoy Bhattacharya sir, for this.
Okay. Thanks to everybody. দিনের শেষে একটু বাংলায় বলি, আজকে সারাদিনের অনুষ্ঠান এক কথায় অসাধারণ। টোটাল ম্যানেজমেন্ট এবং অনুষ্ঠানের প্রত্যেকটা অংশ যে অসাধারণভাবে আপনারা সকলে পরিচালনা করেছেন, তার জন্য অবশ্যই কলেজের পরিচালন সমিতিতে যারা রয়েছেন এবং সেই সঙ্গে প্রিন্সিপাল স্যার, সমস্ত টিচার, সমস্ত ছাত্র ছাত্রী সকলকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। অনুষ্ঠানের প্রথমেই উদ্বোধনী সঙ্গীত অপূর্ব এবং তারপরে প্রত্যেকটা অনুষ্ঠানে অনারেবল স্পিকারদের বক্তব্য এবং সুন্দরভাবে টাইম মেনটেন করে অসাধারণভাবে সেগুলো পরিচালনা করার জন্য কলেজ কর্তৃপক্ষ যেভাবে কাজ করেছে এবং আপনারা যেভাবে হাত মিলিয়েছেন এবং কাজ করেছেন, তাতে একটাই জিনিস খুব পরিষ্কার ভাবে ফুটে উঠেছে যে আপনারা একটা সুন্দর টিম ওয়ার্কে কাজ করেন। এটার জন্য আপনাদের সকলকে অসংখ্য সাধুবাদ, অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ এবং ভবিষ্যতে আপনারা এইভাবেই কাজটা চালিয়ে যান, এটাই আশা রাখবেন। এত সুন্দর একটা অনুষ্ঠান, ওয়ান ডে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল সেমিনার, যেটা আপনাদের কলেজ অর্গানাইজ করলো, অনেক কলেজ সেটা করে উঠতে পারে না। আপনারা যেটা করেছেন, হ্যাটস অফ তার জন্য। এবং সবশেষে আপনাদের একাডেমিক যে ইনভলভমেন্ট, আপনাদের পেপার প্রেজেন্টেশন, পোস্টার প্রেজেন্টেশন, আপনাদের মধ্যে বেশ আপনারা সকলেই খুব ভালো বলেছেন। কয়েকজনের আউটস্ট্যান্ডিং প্রেজেন্টেশন, স্টুডেন্ট স্কলার হিসাবে এটা যথেষ্টভাবে প্রশংসনীয় এবং সাধুবাদ জানাই। আগামী দিনে, ভবিষ্যৎ দিনে আপনারা অনেক বেশি ভালোভাবে কাজ করুন, কলেজের নাম এবং একসঙ্গে আপনারা সকলে অনেক দূর এগিয়ে চলুন। আজ সকালে ইন্দ্রজিৎ স্যার এবং সৌরভ স্যারের সাথে আস্তে আস্তে সকালবেলায় একটা কথা হচ্ছিল, দিনের শেষে সেই কথাটাই আমি আজকে উচ্চারণ করছি। অনেক দূর যদি যেতে হয়, একটা সুন্দর একটা দল তৈরি করে যেতে হয়, একটা টিম তৈরি করে যেতে হয়, যাতে পরস্পরের মধ্যে সহযোগিতা থাকে এবং যেখানে কোনো ক্লান্তি বোধ হয় না, বন্ধুত্বের ভালোবাসা সেটাকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যায়। বিকশিত ভারতের জন্য সেটাই হবে স্মলার ইউনিটসে আমাদের লক্ষ্য, এবং সেটাকেই আমরা যদি তৈরি করতে পারি, আমাদের প্রত্যেকটা স্কুল, প্রত্যেকটা কলেজ, প্রত্যেকটা ইউনিভার্সিটিতে স্মলার ইউনিটসে আমরা যদি এটাকে তৈরি করতে পারি, তাহলেই আমরা 2047 বিকশিত ভারতে পৌঁছতে পারবো। ধন্যবাদ সকলকে।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your feedback. Valuable feedback.
Okay, now I request all the participants to stand up for our national anthem, and after our national anthem, all the students will wait outside the hall and we'll take a photograph together, and then after that you can go home. Okay.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा, उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाए